Sometimes you're out in the wilderness, you're out in camp, you're at a primitive camp, and you want to suspend something where there isn't a handy tree. Enter the Alpine Butterfly. So what I use this for very often is to hang my Thrermacell when I'm doing my hammock camping. I'll run my ridgeline. I have my hammock underneath it. Before I put my tarp on, I'll figure out about where I want to hang that Thrermacell, or it could be a small lantern, and I'll tie that Alpine Butterfly. Now I could use a prusik knot for this. I could just put that prusik knot on and slide it back and forth wherever I want it on my ridgeline here. But sometimes I don't have that short cordage with me, and I don't want to cut something up just to make a short prusik knot. That's where I really like this Alpine Butterfly. Let me show it to you. Here is the static end of my ridgeline. I've tied my ridgeline, my cordage, off with an end loop, or some people call it an overhand loop. And I'm going to have quite a bit of slack here in my line. Haven't attached it to the dynamic end over at the other side. And I want to wrap that cordage around twice. 1, 2. And that gives me 3 lines here now to work with. This is an under, over, under move. I'm going to use the middle run. Grab that from underneath the third one. Pull quite a bit through. Give yourself some slack there to work with. Then it's going to come over top and then underneath. Pull your loop through. And slowly bring your hand out and grab those 2 running ends and pull your Alpine Butterfly tight. Dress it up a bit, and there you have it. I'll do that again for you. Wrap it around 1, 2, reach under, grab the middle, give yourself some slack, then we're going to go underneath. Grab that. As I'm pulling it tight, I'm going to slowly slip out my hand and grab those 2 running ends. And there I have it. And even if I've already run my ridgeline, I can still tie that Alpine Butterfly in the middle of my cordage. The first thing I want to do is go over and loosen my dynamic end. Now I have it pretty loose because I need room to work around my hand. I'm going to wrap that twice. Grab that middle one, pull it underneath, go over top both, underneath, pull it tight, just as I did before. And when I have the butterfly loop in, I'm going to go back over and tighten up that dynamic end. Now my Alpine Butterfly is here in the center of my ridge line. I could, if I want to, do a lark's head. Put a toggle in there. And hang something from it here. Or if it already has a carabiner or some other attachment on it, I can just go directly here. As I said, I like to hang my Thrermacell from it underneath my tarp. And it hangs right above me, and I don't need to use a lot of bug spray. Or could hold a small lantern. I wouldn't put a heavy lantern because you can see it pulls down quite a bit on your cordage if you're just using paracord. Of course, if you use a heavier rope, this is a great way to hang something even heavier. Or I could illuminate right in the middle of an open area. This is Joe Bassett for Valiant Outfitters. Thanks for joining me for another Wilderness Wednesday. I hope you found this helpful, that you'll find plenty of uses for the Alpine Butterfly when you get out in the woods. If you like this video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the little bell there that notifies you whenever I come out with a new video. Remember, it's impossible to be in the wilderness and in a bad mood at the same time.